Okay, so today let's talk about these three genius business ideas that you can pursue in 2025 for beginners. So, guys, I'm not quite sure if you are aware of this great strategy because you are already on YouTube and probably you've been on social media for the longest time, and maybe you've gained some few skills on how to grow a social media platform, whether that is Instagram, that is Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, whatever social media platform that you believe that you're now an expert, if not a guru on, you can actually become a social media producer. Uh, Give me a second in explaining what is a social media producer. So, this is not you becoming an influencer. This is you partnering up with influencers. For example, somebody starts a YouTube channel, you approach them and say, "Hey, hi, I have a YouTube channel that has 1 million subscribers. I grew it in so many years or so many months. These are the tactics that I was using in order to grow my YouTube channel, and I would like to partner up with you in growing your own YouTube channel." It doesn't have to be a YouTube channel. It can be a Facebook page, can be an Instagram page, could be a TikTok, whatever the case might be. So the whole goal is to grow these individuals' social media page and turn them into influencers, whether that is a micro influencer, macro influencer, or a big influencer. The best people to do this with is your podcasters, the new podcasts that are coming through. Because you have this experience and this genius strategy, approach them and say, "Listen, this is our agreement. If you do take me on, any ad revenue or any brand deals or any other income stream that may come out of this podcast, we share 30-70 of the revenue, and then we all go our merry way once your channel or once your platform has grown probably to 1 million." If you do propose that, your relationship and I will end once we reach amount of subscribers or followers or whatever the case might be. And then you'll charge them on a flat fee, or you are going to charge them per income that is going to emanate from the fact that you are involved in growing this particular platform for this now influencer. So in a nutshell, what am I talking about here? I am talking about you becoming a manager for this particular potential influencer. You take care of everything. You take care of content brainstorming, content creation, filming, editing, promoting of these social media platforms on other social media platforms, including word of mouth, including talking to brands to partner up with this particular influencer, networking with marketing managers from other brands, so that this podcast also gets some sponsors or gets some brand deals and gets invited to brand events, including international trips, so that this influencer's name is out there. Yeah, you can do that. It is called social media producer. Same goes with the podcast. You are the producer of the podcast. You are also the producer behind the content everybody sees on the YouTube channels. If they have a YouTube channels, you're also the one that is responsible in posting content on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, and everywhere else, making sure that your potential influencer is out there and building a name for themselves. And then the second genius business idea to pursue in 2025 for beginners, it is running ads. I know this one is not a concept that is popular in some parts of the world, but let me tell you something. There are people that are making $10,000 a month from running ads. Basically, you go and approach a certain company or a business in your local area and say, "Hey, listen, since there's a law firm here and nobody knows about this law firm, we don't know how many cases you win per year, etc., and so on. I can run you ads on my social media platforms, whether that is YouTube, whether that is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the social media platforms, you basically will be advertising this particular business. And I'm sure you've seen these sort of ads before, when somebody has a video and comes and talk about a certain brand for about 2 minutes. Some of these adverts can run as much as an hour long. Yeah, you've seen those ads on YouTube. Those are the ads that I'm talking about. You can actually approach a brand and say, I would like to advertise your company, your services, or your products on my YouTube channel or on my TikTok page. And then you can charge them as much as $5,000 per ad. And the best part about this, you can intake as many clients as you can, as long as you are going to commit yourself to your clients and also making sure that they are making money out of these ads that you are running on Facebook and all these other social media platforms. Like I said, people are making 10,000 and more per month through running ads for other businesses and also entrepreneurs as well. Now, if you are worried about, okay, how do I run ads? Listen, we live in a digital era. As I always said, these days we have what you would call AI tools. You can go to ChatGPT and say, hey, teach me how to run ads. You be specific, either Facebook ads, YouTube ads, or whatever ads, and then you will get an entire course on how to run these ads. Also, if you are looking for clients, you can go to Google, look for businesses in your local area where they don't have ads running, but you feel that this particular business could do very well if it is exposed to a larger, audience, including putting their presence in front of those audience. And the best part about these business ideas that I'm bringing to your attention, you don't need capital. You don't need money to start up. All of these free of charge. Only thing that is needed out of you is your strategic mind, as well as your commitment and time. And also, let's not forget your filming equipment. Again, when it comes to filming equipment, you do not have to worry yourself about getting fancy cameras with 4K. No. You can do this with your Android, you can do this with your iPhone, or even a camera itself, as long as you are going to create quality ads that you are going to run for your clients. And in case you are noticing, I'm shrinking and shrinking, that's because this chair that I'm sitting on, it is shrinking. Genius business idea number 3 that you can pursue in 2025, it is copywriting or grant writing. Now, let me explain. Copywriting, basically, it is if you're a person that is good with words and you are good with the command of the English language, grammar, but lucky for you, if you are not, there's AI tools like Grammarly as well as ChatGPT to correct your grammar or your punctuations, etc., and so on. And you can approach companies and say, hey, I'm kind of good at coming up with an ad, for example. And you see adverts, the things that are said in the advert, somebody had to come up with those words. It's called copywriting. All right. Copywriting can also include a hotel that is looking to distribute brochures, but the brochures, they need text on them. Sometimes you will find a CEO wants to have a weekly letter or a yearly letter, and here you are, you'll be like, excuse me, I'm kind of good with words. I'm the one who's going to write your newsletter or your weekly newsletter to your clients or to your following, whatever the case might be. And you're the one that is responsible for that. And then when it comes to grant writing, okay, some organizations or businesses would like to partake in social development projects, but they do not have the budget for these social development projects that they want to do in the area where they're running these businesses from. And so they look or they seek to get a grant from government or a grant from a private donor, but there needs to be a proposal. Guess what? Because you are good with copywriting, then you can put together a proposal for a business regarding them getting a grant from government. to run certain projects. Even for non-profit organizations, as I already know, non-profit organizations, they live on donations. Now, I'm not quite sure if you raise funds like that for some businesses, if you are allowed to take a percentage of the money fund raised, for example, like 10%. I think you can. I'm not quite sure. You have to double check. In my country, I think we can. I don't know about in your country where you're watching from, if you would be allowed. You can charge them 10% of however much it's going to be raised because of your grant writing proposals to government, or I think with government you can't, but with private donors you can, type of situation. I think the law differs. Let me not speak for anybody, but I believe in my country, government grants you can't take anything out of. It goes straight to the project that has been approached for. But with private donors, I think you can take 10% as the fundraiser yourself, meaning the grant writer, either a nonprofit organization or a business that wants to do some social development projects in your community. So again, you could find yourself making yourself $10,000 a month or more if you happen to have that great skill of writing. Now, the bonus fourth genius business idea you can run within 2025 is selling education. We've spoken about this before. Either you start a YouTube channel or you put together a digital course on how to start a YouTube channel, how to grow the YouTube channel, or if you are a cook, or you are a baker, or you are a teacher, or you are a mechanic, you can put together a course on how to build a car, or how to fix a car engine, how to fix a tire, type of situation. That is selling education. It's basically you selling your passion and skill to people that may actually want to know how to, type of situation. You can take these digital courses or these education that you are selling to Udemy or Skillshare. Those two platforms are mostly your educational type of courses that you can put in there and then earn yourself a lot of money, $10,000 and above per month. Because when people view these digital courses or buy these digital courses, you earn money. I hope we understand each other there. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't leave the video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.